but I wasn't live. Fuck. I can never go a single week without blunder. Hey guys, happy Friday or Bendu Day. I believe Disney have just classified the week's end. Star Wars story here. Hope you've all had a good week. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Good. I'm just checking. Oh, I can never get it right. But I hope all is well. I hope everyone's having a splendid week. We have a comment from King5942 who's asking me to hang on because he'll be on later, and he says, "Just don't end the stream too soon." This is the beginning of the stream, the very beginning. So yeah, that's you're not late, you're early, absolutely. And we have Dalek San saying salutations. And we have Devon Hassan. Oh, I just burped. Devon Hassan saying hello, which is how we Brits communicate if you're a policeman. Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, hope you're having a good week. How's my week been? I hear you. Nobody asking. It's been alright. I'm entering the final stages of my second uni year, so all the coursework is piling up, which is why I've not been as active as I'd like to be. But but I thought screw it. I haven't done a live stream in a while. I thought why not. My audio is very, very low. Is that right? Is that correct? Really? Are you sure? Let me just. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to my nasally voice on my phone. Hang on. So listen. I can turn it up a bit. What about now? Is that better? How does that sound? That's weird. I can hear myself. I can hear myself. I don't know. Oh, I didn't realise it was you, Ellis, that messaged me. What about now? Is that better? Yeah. Is everyone... Can everyone... Oh, good, good. Now, hang on. There we go. A bit of music. This is from... this is from the High on Life video game. It's Blim City. It's a fun game. I completed it. I'm one of those sad people that has to get every single achievement in a game. So I completed it and got every achievement, and it took me forever, and I had to watch a bunch of tutorials. But I wanted to complete it 100%. So yeah, High on Life. It was free on Game Pass. I don't know if that's still a thing now. See, I'm prepared this time. I've got a drink of water on standby. I've got a cup of tea, just so I don't have to disappear for a minute, or I don't choke mid thing, because talking takes a lot out of you. Let's see. Let me read these comments. But yeah, this is according to Disney. Now, with the Mandalorian that just came out, they've released a sort of Star Wars version of our days of the week. So we didn't hear all of them, but two of the days we heard were Tongs Days. Is that how you pronounce it? Tongs Days? Tongs Days, am I right? That's what they said. Which, to me, if I had to guess, is, even though it sounds like it should be Tuesday, I think it's a Monday. Because in our reality, Mondays are typically the day that people hate. You know, Mondays, am I right? Or someone's got a bad case of the Mondays. So I think Tuesdays could be a Monday. Could be wrong though. But also a week on Coruscant, or maybe in the core worlds, is typically, well, basically whatever set that Torng's Day and Bendu Day belongs to, I think it's 5 days in a week, not 7. So Bendu Day isn't necessarily the equivalent of Saturday or Sunday. It's actually, well, actually, it's either a Friday or a Sunday, you know? But it's yeah. So we've got 2 days. I like it when Star Wars gives you a little tidbit into what's in their reality. There's, I mean, they call toilets in Star Wars. Instead of being called the restroom or the bathroom, they're called the refresher, which yeah, actually sounds good. You know, makes sense because you go, you pee, you poo, you're refreshed. Mm. But anyway, let me read these comments. Actually, let me read these comments once I get my glasses on and slicing up, cutting this burnt pizza. I burnt a damn pizza. My glasses, my glasses. There they are. Okay, let me read these comments because I'm old and I'm blind. Let's see. Devon Hassan, one of our frequent subscribers, commenters, a frequent friend of the channel, says, "Hey Story, have you thought about adding some heavy metal music in the canon edit, like the Republic Commando game?" Not necessarily. No. I get the appeal, I really do, but I'm primarily going to use John Williams scores or songs that sound like it. So I don't want anything that sounds different to the rest of the microseries music, you know? If that makes sense. I mean, maybe as a maybe as like a separate concept edit, but probably not in the microseries canon edit, if I'm being brutally honest. Oh, speaking of which, thanks for reminding me, Devon. I need to do what I always do each week. I need to spam you guys with the microseries canon edit GoFundMe page, because these digital artists and animators that I'm hiring and trying to hire, it costs money. So let me share that there. But there should be some teasers coming out soon. I can't promise anything, but I'm aiming for May the 4th to release another teaser. I'll think about it, but realistically, I'm probably not going to have heavy metal music. Just because I think, in the grand scheme of things, it might make the presentation of the canon edit feel like a fan edit, which I don't want. That's one of the first things I decided when I started making this thing. I don't like if I'm adding. When I add entirely new sequences and scenes, I don't want them to look modern and different to the pre-existing footage. When I add new scenes or characters or images, I want them to look like they were made at the time. In fact, if you know, for those that haven't watched the Clone Wars microseries in a long time, and they end up watching my thing first, I don't want them to be able to spot where a change has been made. I want it all to be seamless. So that's you know, so and that probably that extends to the music as well. Yeah, go for it, Devon. So, send me send me send me a link, and I'll check it out. But yeah, let's talk about the Mandalorian. Let's talk about we got lots to talk about. Every Wednesday we have both the Mandalorian and we have the Bad Batch continuing, which is fantastic. And the order that I watch them in is Bad Batch then Mandalorian, because Bad Batch was out first. It's and it's funny. It's kind of like hit and miss at the moment. Like, I like the Mandalorian, and they've had some epic. They've had some epic moments and scenes, but I will never get over this idiotic idea to have Din Djarin and Grogu reunite in a completely different show. I think that is absolutely embarrassing. It's nuts. Who does that? What is... I mean... Season 2 finale, they go their separate ways. Season 3, it's like he never left. Those 2 episodes that were strangely dedicated to the Mandalorian rather than Boba Fett, in Boba Fett's show, those 2 episodes could have been in the first 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. Then we would have seen Din Djarin miss Grogu. And we would have had 2 separate stories to follow, Luke and Grogu and The Mandalorian. And then they could have... And when they reunited in that show, which could have been at the end of Season 3, or in the midst of Season 3, it would have been good. It would have been amazing. It was weird they did it in the Book of Boba Fett. I'll tell you what else is weird. Oh no, I lost it. I had a superb point. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, sorry. I missed a couple comments. Let me have a look. Metallic Madness says, in the establishing shot of Coruscant in the new episode of Mando, you actually see one of the buildings from Andor. And he sent me a link. And wow, you are absolutely right. That's a great eye. I saw a lot of things that there was a lot of the city were actually in Revenge of the Sith. The buildings, obviously the Opera House, but one of the panning shots looks quite similar. Ah, okay. So I've just been sent this link. I assume it's the Republic Commando trailer music. Right, hang on. Let me have a look. Hang on. So yeah, I think that was in the Clone Commando trailer. I obviously can't play it all because I'll get done for copyright. But I was not aware that it was an actual real song from, oh wait, hang on. Wait, so this isn't the song. I saw the image. Metallic Madness, appreciate that. It's right. It's cool. I like when they pay attention to the small details. Devon Hassan, is that the song from Commandos? Because I thought the trailer goes. I can't do it. Why am I trying? Or is it just a song you like? That's my question. But anyway, I can't believe this is happening. But as far as a success rate goes, I think the Bad Batch are doing better than the Mandalorian. Obviously, the Mandalorian is way more popular and brings a lot of people, more people to Disney Plus. But the Mandalorian having one of its biggest moments take place in another Star Wars show kind of tarnishes it for me a bit. It's kind of stupid. Whereas the Bad Batch is on season 2 so far, and it's not relying. I think it's going great. I think it's fantastic. It's good. So okay. Well, Devon, I'll never put normal regular music in the canon edit. From that isn't Star Wars, and the reason being is because then it is like just like it's almost like a music video I've made, if that makes sense. It's a cool song, but like to me, putting a song like that in the canon edit wouldn't be any different to putting in Britney Spears in Coruscant or something. Like if people recognize it that I've taken a song from that's available to us and put it in Star Wars, I feel like it will diminish that it takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's just me. It's a cool track, and I think again, if it was like if I was just doing an isolated edit that had nothing to do with the canon edit, then yeah, I would totally be more open to these tracks. In fact, I do a lot of rescore edits all the time. I put music from different movie soundtracks or something in it, and that's fine. But for the canon edit, it's not gonna happen. Devon says he misses the times when Clone Wars was on Cartoon Network. Imagine if they did the same for season 7 and Bad Batch. Yeah, I never. See, I watched both those shows. Well, I bought both shows on well, not the Bad Batch, but when the 3D Clone Wars came out, I bought that on DVD. So watching it on TV, I was never part of that sort of group. Let me play this. There's just the trailer, right? Hang on. Bear with me. You can tell I'm a DJ. Hang on. Yeah, this is it. It's pretty cool. I do like that track. Yeah, because it was used for a Star Wars trailer, I do consider it part of the Star Wars universe. So I'd be more inclined to put this one in than the above one, which is from an actual band. But I don't think I will put it in because this is clear. Well, I mean, this is like the unofficial theme for the Delta Squad in Republic Commandos, and I don't want to reassign this particular one for Fordo's ARC Troopers, because I'd be taking you know what I mean. So it's cool though. I'm more open to adding that than the previous track. Definitely, no, it's a good find actually. It's a good find. Metallic Madness, Double M, says, I love when they pay attention to the details like that. Obviously referring to the Coruscant buildings. Hopefully the Ahsoka show can show the Jedi Temple after the Empire. Yes. Yes. There's actually an edit I want to make to the temple in Return of the Jedi, because it cameos briefly, and I want to make a small edit to that. There's actually a couple of Return of the Jedi edits I need to make, but I keep overloading the very talented Darth Porg with ideas, and he's actually working on, hey, King 5942, I nearly got the numbers wrong then. Let's see. Oh, Devrin. Could we use both tracks for the credits, maybe? For the reasons I gave before, I'm not going to use the first track, because again, it's not a Star Wars. It's not a Star Wars song, so I won't, because I like some heavy metal music. There's a band I really like called Seven Dust. I like their music, but it doesn't belong in Star Wars. So I won't. But the Clone Commando one, you know what? I might do. I could do that for the credits in Volume 1 for the for what are they called? For the ARC Troopers. So that's a fantastic idea. I'm more likely to do that. So I'll have to write a note or something, because I always forget who gives me ideas for certain things, and then I hate to just, you know, if I upload a video and it's like, oh dude, you didn't even mention me. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I forgot. You know. You know, I appreciate your idea, Devrin. I do, but I've been saying this for months now. The canon edit isn't going to please everyone. As in, I've had different people give me different suggestions of, I want this changed, I want this guy brought in, I want this voice, I want that, and I've got to just sort of go with my gut. Let me see. Let me read these comments. Let me read these gorgeous comments. King5942 says, hope I like the things like the edits he sent on Discord. Let me have a look. I don't really. I mean, this sounds bad, but I don't really go on my own Discord server much. I use Discord to work with people who are working with me on different edits, including the canon edit. That's its sole purpose. The only reason I made a Star Wars story server was to give you guys an outlet, because you have such great ideas, and I think, you know, you guys always chat to each other in the comments, so I thought it'd be nice to give you guys some, you know, community to talk with each other. But I personally, I don't go on it too much myself. I never have time, or you know, I'm always like, I'm so badly organised. But where have you put King5942? Where have you put these edits, my friend? Oh, is it edit ideas? You have to tell me where you put them, which thread. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I remember now. Yes. Yes. Yeah, they were interesting. Because yes, you sent me some Reddit posts, and one of them was one of them was music changes, I believe, and some were the like the intros to the American home copies of Star Wars, but which I was a bit slow to grasp, because it was a different, you know, it was a different disc to what I grew up with, so I didn't recognise the normal format. But unless oh, okay. Non-Star Wars related, let's have a look. But if I've left anything, um, if I've not commented on one of your things, just let me know, because it's not on purpose. Let's have a look. What's this?
I am not the man you know. Long ago, I ran away to explore, to interfere, to gaze at the wonder of eternity. I was there to right wrongs, to keep you safe, to keep you alive. All that is gone now. Long ago, I made a choice, and I have lived with the consequences ever since. The loss of friends, the loss of worlds, the loss of the life I might have led. Someone has to pay. From every corner of the universe they come, my oldest foes, my one true constant. It's time for that constant to end. I am not here to help.
I'll have to. I can't. Yeah, that's awesome. You know what? Voice AI is scary. Like ever since this website came out, everyone's been using it. Like I see these TikToks of like Joe Biden and Donald Trump playing Call of Duty, and they're arguing. It's so scary. All these amazing voice AIs are out now. They're so accurate, you know. There was somebody made a video not too long ago of it's audio, but it's of Anakin speaking to the clone troopers. So Hayden Christensen speaking to the 501st before they storm the Jedi Temple, and it was like it sounds exactly like Hayden go, my fellow clone trooper, or my clone troopers, I'm sorry to report the Jedi have betrayed the Republic. So and it's like it's so good. Like this is gonna change fan edits forever. You can make the characters now say alternative lines, and I can't wait to use it myself whenever I get time. Other with Forza and the K Vision concept on other. Okay, let me have a look, my friend. Where is it? I don't even know my own other fan edits. There we go. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, I see what you're doing there. That is cool. That actually gives me a lot to think about. So, you've turned Anakin's K Vision into like Moon Knight, where he keeps blacking out and he doesn't know what's happening, and then when he comes back, it's like, what's happened? That's actually tempting. I can't. Yeah, it's a weird one. I can't promise that I'll go that way for the cave edit, but it's very possible. It's very possible. What's this? So look. Sounds improved Darth Vader's no. See all this AI stuff now. Darth Vader's no. Let's see what happens. Let's hear it. The new no. Oh. Oh. Personally, I can't. I don't know if it's a joke or not, but like, yeah, I don't know. It does sound like Hayden, but if the beginning sounds like James Earl Jones, why would it switch to Hayden? That's my point. But Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's but that K vision thing was pretty cool. I I'll play this meme one, but then I'm gonna take a break from playing different stuff just because I have to keep you know, all this playing and pausing, you know, it's like there's here we go. Oh, you just said it now. Nice. That's all like.
Emperor and the good people of the Empire, I stand before you today in the Senate chambers to speak about an issue of utmost importance to our military and our way of life. As you all know, the clone troopers have been an integral part of our military force for years. They are highly trained, incredibly skilled, and fiercely loyal. They have fought as our brave soldiers in countless battles, and they have helped us protect our freedom and defend our values.
While I respect the contributions of the clone troopers, I believe it is time for a change. The clone troopers were created for a purpose, a specific purpose, and that purpose has been fulfilled. It's time to retire them and turn to a new generation of soldiers.
I couldn't disagree more, Joe. The clone troopers have proven time and time again that they are the backbone of our military. They are the ones who have kept us safe from the threats that we face every day. They are the ones who have sacrificed their lives for our galaxy, for our empire, and they are the ones who deserve our respect and admiration.
Respect and admiration are not enough, Donald. We need a military that reflects the diversity and strength of our society. That's why I propose conscripting citizens from all walks of life to serve as, you know, the thing.
Conscription? Are you serious, Joe? You want to force our citizens to fight against their will? That's un-imperial, damn near treason. The clone troopers are the epitome of imperial values. They were created to serve and protect our galaxy, and they have done so with honor and distinction. They wiped out the Jedi threat.
We need to look to the future, Donald. We need to create a military that is truly representative of our society. The clone troopers have served their thing, and it's...
That's pretty funny, and this is what I mean. AI is scary, man. Really good there. A lot of people love the Donald Trump ones, but you know what terrifies me? I feel like one day, if not already, somebody's gonna attempt to get, you know, to get one over on like a jury with voice AI. You know, like there'll be someone going, Your Honor, I've got an audio tape of the defendant being racist or sexist, right? And it will be, and you know, the other party might think, oh shit, you know, what did I say when I was drunk? Or damn it, you know, I didn't realize they were filming. And they might, you know, they might cave and go like, oh, you know, like, oh, you know what, I'm fine, I did it. And then it turns out they were bluffing with an illegal fake AI that they conjured up, you know? It's... I'm not trying to... Well, anyway. I'm just saying, you know, it could be anything. You can get any celebrity to say something that they would never say and get them in trouble for, you know? Let's see. King5942 says he'll be back again. Sorry for being on and off. There's more for me to talk about. Just stay put, okay? I mean, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not gonna make promises to individuals. You know how long I'm gonna stream for. I mean, I imagine I'll do this for a while anyway this evening because it's been a while. But yeah, you know, that's the risk you make, my friend. You know, you're either here or you're not. You know, if I was going in a minute, I can't stay on for every person because otherwise I'll never sleep. I'll never sleep, and you're the night to sleep. It's for the dark side of the force. Europe. Yep. But yes, the Mandalorian. Other than the hiccup with the Book of Boba Fett, it's pretty cool. I like what it's given us already. It's you know what really intrigues me out of all the things I've seen so far? the weird alien that captured him and drained his blood. I was disturbed by that scene because, like, there was no context. The creature had no dialogue, and it was like this vampiric cyborg. It's like it's like a horror version of General Grievous, and you know, and I was like, who was this guy? And when he disappeared, and I wouldn't be surprised. And I actually hope this never happens, but I don't want to know who he is in a lot of ways. I really do, because I'd be interested in seeing. But it'd be good if, like, for once, Star Wars gave us a character that didn't have a Wikipedia-sized backstory of all the adventures he got up on and all the cameo. You know what I mean? Like, just let him be this weird, unknown alien that's been surviving in the obliterated Mandalore. That would be fine enough for me. But anyway, let me see. But yeah, I hope everyone's gonna have I hope everyone's had a good Friday, a good week even. Is the music quiet? Hang on. How come I can't hear the music, damn it? There we go. There you go. I don't know why the music's all cut out, honestly. Man, I can never get a live stream right, you know? But this is what happens. I'm like, it's amateur hour all the time, you know? I need a secretary to do all this stuff for me, but I can't afford one, damn it. Can't even feed myself. Let me see. I don't even know how many people are tuned in at the moment. You know? Let me see. How many we got? That can't be right. It says one person watching. That's insane. But it's not the case, damn it. I only started less than an hour ago. I started as well. That's good. So we've got plenty of the evening ahead to communicate. Let me see. But yeah. So the micro series. I'm hoping. But again, university's been crushing my free time. But I'm hoping to get a teaser, or either a teaser trailer for this May the 4th, or just another, or just a scene, you know, like a sequence. So either a formal trailer like I did last time, a bit of a teaser, or one of the scenes that I've been working on for a while. I'd like to show you folks. That would be nice. But again, I can't make any promises because you know what I like. And you know what, actually, John Isaac says a little what? What is little John Isaacs? John Jacob Jingle Ira Schmidt. His name is my name too. What is a little? Well, they say though. Small things come in big packages. I don't even know what the expression is. But anyway. Yeah, what's you talking about, Willis? What's a little? Yeah, no, it'd be good. Yeah, I live for Wednesdays now. I really like Wednesdays because we get double the Star Wars content. We only had the Bad Batch, and we only had Andor, but now we got, and then we only had Kenobi, and we only had the Book of Boba Fett. But I mean, talk about lucky. We still working our way through Bad Batch season 2, and Mandalorian started, and then soon we're gonna have Ahsoka as well. I'm so excited for Ahsoka. That's great. You know what? It's about time that Star Wars gave us a story that really centers around both the female, but also a non-human. It always caters to human Star Wars. You got the original trilogy about Luke Skywalker, although George Lucas would tell you it's really about Darth Vader. I mean, even if it became about Darth Vader, in A New Hope, it was not about him, you know? Like, he was like just this reoccurring villain of the film, but it's not like we were following his thoughts or anything, you know? He was a two-dimensional villain in that movie. So yeah, we were following Luke, and then the prequels were obviously about Anakin because it's Luke's dad, and then the sequel trilogy, it's about Rey, you know, another human. You know, I'm glad they gave a female protagonist a shot, but it's sad that like they botched it. You know what? I think if Rey was an alien, a Raelian, if you will, and she still said the whole Rey Skywalker thing at the end, I think that might have been received a bit better because I don't know. I feel like people. I don't know. It seems it's more apparent that it's an honorary thing rather than theft. You know. So yeah, I don't know. It is nuts. I love this music, man. I really love the what's it called? The High on Life soundtrack. It's good, but yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. No, just other than it's good music, good story from the guys who gave us Rick and Morty. The guy who voices Rick and Morty was fired, so I bet they're gonna carry on the show. Good luck with that. It's kind of like 2.5 Men without Charlie Sheen. You know, like, is it worth it? What is the point? So they now have to have one disastrous season without the guy to learn that they should have cut their losses. Or hell, you know what they could do? They could use Rick and Morty AI, voice AI. That's what they could have done. They could have. That is the scary thing. Actually, they could have. They could whenever an actor passes away or needs to sound younger. Yeah, he already did that with Star Wars with Mark Hamill reprising his role as Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. They used this voice AI to make him sound young, so it's not like a voice actor just trying to do an impression. It is a younger Mark Hamill, and which is great. It does sound like young Luke, but half the time it's great. Half the other times it is it sounds too robotic, which is ironic because it kind of sounds like Hayden Christensen. Zing. So it's, you know, voice AI gives you a lot of options, but at the same time it takes the soul out of things, you know. But we'll see. I think it will become too satirized, and it won't be as appealing given enough time, you know. There's such a thing as overkill, and it's weird because give me a second. It's you don't want to got to do so much of it that like it's kind of like deep fakes actually. That you know, like deep fakes were great and are exciting and do fix some plot holes, but then at the other time that the market gets too saturated with them. You think, right, enough's enough, and which is why when I watched Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever, I'm trying to say this as respectfully as I can. It's a pleasure that no, it's nice that they didn't use a deep fake of Chadwick Boseman. And the reasons I'm saying is because I think everyone expected it, and they wouldn't have been happy. It would have been awkward to have another actor pretending to be him, sat on the throne, or things like that. It would have been awkward because everyone knows the deal. But the other thing is, it makes his absence more apparent. In a lot of ways, by not having him in the film, other than in the form of flashbacks and obviously the little thing at the end, which I don't know. I mean, this film's been on Disney Plus for ages and it was in cinemas, so you should know how it ends. But that little nice surprise at the end, that felt far more fitting. It felt like a real tribute to him than deep faking him. So I'm so glad that they didn't. So you got to pick and choose these things, and I'm glad that. Well, I hope Star Wars eases up on all these voice AIs and deep fakes, because soon it's gonna have nothing. It's just gonna be this one robotic entity. In fact, I heard that they're doing a series, right? Haven't they just announced a series with following the adventures of Luke, Han, and Leia? So that's definitely gonna have to have deep faking, because you got a DH Mark, DH Harrison Ford, and you've got to recreate Carrie Fisher. I think the only way it could be respectful to Carrie, and it's a big if, because it's like the whole thing's really morally it's kind of grey, but would be if her daughter prizes the role, because her daughter played her during the training scenes in The Rise of Skywalker. So again, if anyone's gonna say it's okay, it's the daughter. But still, that's an entire new show based on two old guys pretending to be young, and the person who's passed away. It's crazy. I don't know how they expect to make it work. But there is one thing. There was one way I would accept that show, and that is if we get to see Jedi Leia. We have all been waiting for Jedi Leia ever since Return of the Jedi, when Luke says, "You have that power too. You'll learn to use it as I have." And we were cheated of that from the sequel trilogies. In fact, when the sequels were announced and Carrie Fisher was on board, even before the script came out, I read reports that she had began working out, trying to lose weight, trying to stay fit. I wouldn't be surprised if she assumed she would be a Jedi. Do you know what I mean? It's she should have been a Jedi, and what we got instead was one film where she senses Han's death, another film where she flies through space, and everyone lost their minds over this. I personally didn't have a problem with this. I really didn't, but everyone else did. So I'm in the minority. So it says a lot about me if I could, I appreciated that scene, because maybe I fit Ryan Johnson's demographic. Then by the time it was Rise of Skywalker, it was too little too late, because Carrie was gone, and they had to reuse old footage of her, and the only time we saw her as a Jedi was in a flashback when she wasn't even a master or anything. So yeah, we were cheated of that, and I hope we get to see it in some form or capacity because she deserved it. Commander Chris Stinger says, "Sup, hello." It's Commander. Is that a self-appointed rank, or did you earn it? You know what? Yeah, you know what's crazy though is Star Wars now. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Star Wars is slowly patching the sequels to make them more enjoyable, maybe, or look, whenever I watch the sequels, in the back of my mind, it's always going to be they have no roadmap. Each film tries to undo the previous film, and they disregarded legacy characters like Luke and Han and Leia. What did Han do after? Han started off his story as a selfish smuggler who ends up being a general or commander or something for the Rebel Alliance, which is like great character growth. That he's gone from looking out for number one to loving Leia, fighting for his friends and risking his lives for a unwinnable battle, right? That's his character growth. And then when we see him in The Force Awakens, he's back to being a smuggler, and it's like, really? Like, wow, so brilliant. And then with Leia, she was doing what she was doing in the original films, which is sort of she was doing worse than she did in the original films, because even though she was on the sidelines a lot, like in A New Hope, she was also in the fight. She would pick up a blaster and join the battle, but in this, she sort of became like the Alec Guinness kind of thing. Ellis Field says, "Is this a gay community chat, or am I in the wrong room?" The answer to both your options are yes. And Pixel Joker 95 says, "Hello there. Pixel Joker is one of the most superb VFX. Is that the correct terminology? One of the best editors I've ever seen, ever, by far. He is absolutely phenomenal. I am honestly, it's such a pleasure to have him here. I would happily spend the rest of this stream talking about Pixel Joker's great works. I'm actually gonna talk about what Pixel Joker's doing more than what I'm doing. Pixel Joker is working on a Kenobi edit. Now I've actually collaborated with two different editors for their Kenobi edits. You've got Movies Remastered, who what did he do? Movies Remastered, who wanted me to voice a stormtrooper in his edit. And then the funny thing is, when I watched his edit, I completely forgot I was in it. So when he credited me at the end, saying thank you for your help, Star Wars Story, I was like, wait, what have I got to do with this? And he was like, what, are you serious? You sent me voice lines. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot. So I didn't even recognize my own voice. And then of course I was more heavily involved in Crimson Mall's Kenobi edits. I was like, it was like 90% his. All I did was suggest things. I suggested like a couple of changes to the storyline structure. I recommended music, or like one of the big changes actually, first of all, I lent Crimson Mall a 3D holocron sequence that he used, because I am using it in my own edit, but because I thought, well, it'd be good if he has it, because it'd be a nice callback to Rebels. So yeah, I gave him the holocron, and I also in the start. I mean, I don't really. You guys should find it on the internet and download it. Crimson Mall's Kenobi: A Star Wars Story. one of the biggest contributions I made, and I really had to fight for this, but he let me have it in the end, was I wanted him to hold off on when he revealed Obi-Wan's face to the audience. The reason why is because the opening scene was different to what we get in the series. So because I didn't want to show Obi-Wan's face from the opening clip, because I wanted the audience to have a bit of build-up, and it just, and he didn't see it at first, but I fought for that, damn it, so it was good. But Pixel Joker's Kenobi looks absolutely insane. It looks phenomenal. In Pixel Joker's 95 Kenobi edit, he is. You should go on his channel. Honestly, if there's one channel I recommend at the moment, it's his. He is. He's giving us the Grand Inquisitor as a Jedi. He is making Kenobi's lightsaber hits more accurate to the on-screen continuity. So the lightsaber doesn't bounce back anymore; it cuts through. Although I have to say, Pixel, I'm not a big fan of Kenobi decapitating stormtroopers. I think that goes against the whole hero thing. I'd rather. I don't know, if you can find a way around that, that'd be great. He's done amazing things to the Inquisitor's planet. It looks more like Jedi Fallen Order's planet now. It is phenomenal. Pixel Joker 95 says that he needs trooper voices. Okay. Well, yes. You know what? I'm gonna send you. When that comes. Please hit me up when that comes. I would love to audition. If my nerdy, nasally voice doesn't appeal, that is absolutely fine. At least you saw my audition. Let me be part of something amazing again. Also, Pixel Joker, send me if you can, send me a direct message on Discord, because there are a couple edits I want to run by you, and if you accept, I'd be immensely grateful. So yes, direct message me, so I'm not pestering you. Pixel Joker, Mark Hamill, the Pixel Mark Hamill, Pixel Joker's stuff is phenomenal. And when his Kenobi stuff's finished, I'm gonna hire him. I'm going to hire him because I need him for my projects. I need to be selfish in that regard. I need him to help me build my thing. But everyone go subscribe to Pixel Joker 95. Devon Hassan says, did you know that rebel soldiers used clone strategies against the Empire? Whenever you tell me things like this, I always have to ask whether this is legends or canon, because I need to know whether it exists in the current Star Wars or it used to be a thing, Which, either way, it's an interesting fact, but there's a difference, because if this is stated in canon, then that's cool. That's something I can look forward to. But if it's in Legends, it might be something that has since died. Speaking of Legend stuff, though, or semi-canon, there's I've been saying this for a while now. I don't really know the. I'm not really familiar with the Knights of the Old Republic or High Republic or Knights of the Fallen Empire. I don't know much about Star Wars from that era, because I never have time to play those games. I've never played those games, and there's a character I'm really interested in, but I don't know much about it. And as much as I've tried to YouTube it, I don't get it right. Darth, I think he's a Darth, or maybe he's not a Darth, but Valkorion, right? Sounds like a Pokemon, I know. Valkorion, but he also has 3 different identities, and he used to be like different people, and he keeps. Could someone please explain that in a nutshell? And I don't, don't spam me with videos. I don't want to see you know, a 30-minute video explaining who he is. Because honestly, I've tried to sit through them and I can't do it. So if someone can just type to me in a nutshell what each of his identities are, the order they go in, what he really looks like, you know, it just and how he died and when he was, or anything. Just I can't be bothered Wikipediaing it. I want it in bullet points, damn it. So yeah, if anyone can give me the cliff notes for that, that would be well appreciated. Because my knowledge of that era of Star Wars is embarrassingly lax. But yeah, there's another YouTube channel called what is it called? It is called I think it's called Tamura Morrison Clones. And what this guy is doing is he is redubbing the Clone Wars with Tamura Morrison's voice rather than D. Bradley Baker's. So yeah, if that was like the Star Wars you always wanted, yeah, this guy's your guy. And that's the funny thing about Star Wars, is that I don't believe there's a true version of it anymore. There's because everyone has their preferences. Like, you know, some people want to see the original trilogy, the theatrical version when it first came out. People want to see that. They want to see, you know, Tatooine without the Womp Rats, without those big dinosaur things. They don't want Greedo to shoot Han at all. They just want Han to shoot and kill Greedo. They want to see what came out in cinemas. And then there were some people who liked the first generation of the special edition and those changes. And then some people will have grown up on the current canonical Blu-rays. Oh yeah, thanks, Devon. I meant to say this. And I went off on a tangent. Yeah, going off what Devon has said, if you're still listening, Pixel Joker, there's a guy called the Shapeshifter VA. He does a superb Tamura Morrison. So if you want, well, actually, mind you, you said, you know, the Shapeshifter VA wants troopers. He never specified clones. And since Kenobi takes place during the Imperial era, I'm sure he wants stormtroopers, not clones. That's why I didn't say it, damn it. But yes, if you want clone troopers, the Shapeshifter VA is awesome. He does a great job. He does a superb thing. He does great Tamura Morrison. And you know what? That's one thing that if a voice actor sounds close to the original actor, it's much better to use a voice actor than AI. AI, I suppose, might be cheaper if you can find a free one, but a voice actor can go off your personal notes and be more emotional or assign whatever emotion you want to put on the dialogue. So there are advantages to go an old school with voice actors. But let me see. Yeah, what was I saying? I waffle too much, damn it. But yeah, no, that's it. The music's loud. Okay, let's have a look. Again, I can't even. Let me turn it. Hang on. I don't think it's that loud, really. I'll turn it down a bit. There you go. That's as much as you can. That's as much as you're getting, my friend. Star Wars has different versions, and I don't even mind that anymore. I really don't. I believe for historical purposes they should release the original trilogy without the special edition stuff. But George Lucas will never do that for some reason. It's insane. But there are different versions, and this is why you know what's funny? This is why I love fan edits, because I believe one thing, you know, like the most important thing about Star Wars to me is the story, which is why this is probably why I ended up calling myself Star Wars Story. I really like the story. It's quite biblical in a lot of ways, you know, farm boy on a desert, wanting to know what happened to his family. You know, they find out that the devil himself is his dad and that kind of thing, and then his dad actually isn't so much a devil; he's a demon, and Palpatine's the devil. Point is, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter what small changes George Lucas makes to the films, as long as it doesn't affect the story. The only two changes he's made that does bother me from a story point of view is Han shooting second, because that means Han, it sort of takes away how ruthless Han was in the beginning. Han shooting first, you know. So they took, you know, Lucas kind of took that away by you know, because Han's waiting for Greedo to shoot. Why? That's. And the other thing is when Yoda saves Anakin and Obi-Wan from Dooku, he just sort of stands there and laments before Dooku flies away. That's what the new change has done, you know. Devon Stan says, "Yo, I just had a rad idea." Well, if it's a good idea. I've contacted. I've already contacted Pixel Joker, and I can't remember what we agreed on, but if he is going to help me with Revenge of the Sith, it won't be till his Kenobi edit's done. So yes, no, of course. You know, Devon, as soon as I saw his work, I knew I had to work with this guy. Like, of course, I've messaged him. So, yeah, don't you worry about that, my friend. It's done. I've asked him, and at the moment, nothing's concrete, but we'll see. No pressure from you, Pixel Joker. Do it. Yeah. What else? I can't remember what I was going to say, damn it. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, Star Wars. Whenever, here's the thing. So like when Pixel Joker does like a fan edit of, fixing the look of the Inquisitor planet, or like when Endless Abyss changes the lightsaber thickness in Rebels, to me it doesn't matter, because you're still the story still makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, you haven't drastically changed the story. So this is why I like fan edits so much, because you can keep your version of Star Wars for yourself and still enjoy the new material. So some people in the past have given Anakin a red lightsaber in Revenge of the Sith, and it's that's fine, as long as some people just want it for their personal collections, and others want to. To me, a fan edit is not any different to a special edition. If you're talking about the lightsaber ideas, again, I'm not looking to overcomplicate the Anakin Starkiller thing on a Revenge of the Sith edits. They're great ideas as a headcanon, but in mine, it goes too off track to the narrative, respectfully. Let's see. So everyone can have their own personal copy of Star Wars, because some people want something different. And this Tamura Morrison Clone Trooper channel, he wants the clones to sound like the live action clones. So for all I know, he may have already replaced all the D. Bradley Baker dub with clones. And that is fine. It doesn't change or wreck the story. In fact, maybe he could do a fade, like have the clones sound like Tamora Morrison. Then, as the seasons progress, they start to have more personality and sound more like D. Bradley Baker. And then when Order 66 comes, they regress back into their their primal training, as to the Tamora Morrison done. So that's what I think. People always ask me for the micro series. They say what clone trooper voice style are you doing? Are you doing Tamora Morrison or D. Bradley Baker? And it's not going to please everyone. A lot of people are probably going to argue, but I'm doing both. I am doing both. I am cementing that I'm acknowledging that both these clone voices exist and that they can coexist harmoniously. So, for instance, some of the clones will sound like Tamora Morrison, and some will sound like D. Bradley Baker, and it will still fit the narrative of sounding the same. I mean, look, when D. Bradley Baker voices clone troopers, he has to make them sound slightly different to each other, doesn't he? To give them individual personalities. So, for instance, Rex is not going to sound the same as Wrecker or Hunter or Crosshair. Yeah, it's the same guy. And even D. Bradley Baker's Boba Fett sounds more like Texan or something like I'll be taking... Well, I can't do it myself personally. I'll be taking you the Jabba now. Okay, maybe that wasn't Texan. That's probably more sort... Well, it's American sounding. But anyway, yeah, it's cool. It's... And that, it's fine. So I want to bridge. That's one thing I'm going to attempt to do in the micro series is to fix plot holes, and that is one elephant in the room I want to fix. Why do the clones sound drastically different in an animated series that also has, people like Liam Neeson reprising his role? So I want to fix this. And you know what? Even in the Clone Wars, they already show different voice actors playing the same role, and it's fine. We accept it. We had 2 voice actors for Darth Sidious because one of them passed away, and the way they bridged it was quite good. You had Daniel Logan and D. Bradley Baker play the kid clone cadets, and again we accept that they're just different voice sets on the same genetic beings, so it's good. And in Star Wars Battlefront, the EA one, all the clones are voiced by D. Bradley Baker, but but Boba Fett is still voiced by Tamora Morrison. So completely different, but it works because a person's voice isn't all down to genetics. It can be lifestyle, what they eat, their diet, what they're exposed to, how they're raised, all that jazz. So yeah, it's all good, and that's what I'm going to attempt to highlight. Is we've got 2 sets of clone voices. Everyone's happy. Well, I'm sure not everyone's happy. There'll be some people like, you ruined it. To you, sir, I say I have, screw you guys. I'm going home. I'll tell you what's bothering me actually is the inconsistent upload schedule of South Park. I really like South Park. I think they're one of the best satirical shows today, and it's like I think every Wednesday night they release. They're on season 26 now. They keep sort of releasing 1 or 2 episodes, and then they'll skip it for a few weeks, and then they'll release another one, and it's like, what are they waiting for? Are they waiting for something big to happen in real life to make a comment on it, or can they be bothered? What is going on? But it's kind of like, how does a cartoon like them, how are they not cancelled if they're not uploading content on a consistent basis? Do they just not want to shoot their shot all in like a consistent thing? I want to be able to watch a new episode every week, or I don't know, every 2 weeks. I don't know, it's just weird what is going on. But it's like, I have to keep googling. Is the next episode out tonight? And I'll find out no, that for some reason they're taking a vacation. And I was like, what's going on? I want to. What? You've only done 2 episodes of this season. Is each episode like a special in a sense? I don't know. That bothers me. I really like South Park as well. It's hilarious. Oh man, it is nearly 11 o'clock here, which to most Americans that it's 8 hours behind, right? So I was always bad at maths. So nearly 3. Really, only 3 in the afternoon. Is that right? Gosh, no wonder no one's bloody tuning on, even my American fan base, because they're all in school or something. Wow. Well, I'm gonna brave it. I'm gonna attempt to stay on till 12. That's what I'm gonna do. Although I apologise to my British subscribers because obviously, you know, they'll be going to bed. But, you know, it's Friday, and I keep meaning to do this, but I need to change the... And I will. Once I've finished all this uni stuff, I will change the date of these live streams so that people can tune in on a weekday. Because, you know, most people go out on a Friday and Saturday, and they get pissed, and they, you know, stuff like that, you know. Let me see, hang on. I'm going to fire the Xbox on, I think. Let me see. That doesn't mean I'm going, it just means I'm firing on the Xbox. Because I want to multitask, because respectfully, it is quiet on the YouTube front. Let me see. But I need a new I need a new screen. Hang on, let me fix this. Yeah, I need a new animation for this channel because this would be more suited for the Grand Moff talking one, which I'm hoping to finally get some material out to you guys soon. I usually don't I need to come up with a new animation for these live streams. I need to actually put content on the Grand Moff Talking channel. I know what I'm going to say. I need to hire somebody to add the visuals because I don't know how to tell you myself. That's the thing. You know, it's annoying. Like yeah. Year-old film franchise. What would you say? Where would you know? It's crazy. I don't know what I would say. There is one thing I would have liked to have done, but I don't know how it would have worked. I think I would. You know what? I would have started. For starters, I would have begun it with a space battle because that's what. Well. I was about to say that's what every Star Wars film does, but no, only A New Hope did that. But they should have done that anyway, because this is one thing I think the prequel should have done. The Phantom Menace should have done should have opened with a space battle. In fact, it should have opened with the battle over the Naboo as the Queen escapes. That would have been a nice callback to
That would have been a nice callback to yeah, I'll just see the beer and spotting me now. Yeah, that's what they should have done. But anyway. Devran Hassan is retracting many of his messages. It's kind of like when Count Dooku erased the archive memory of Kamino, you know? So, you know, what are you hiding, young one?
If it's not on our chat, it does not exist.
I think first of all, he sank a lot of how much time, effort, and energy has been gone into either roasting from the Trade Federation donut ships, showing them the do and landing on the do and Otto Gunga and such. All this thing, that was so much cash involved. If he cut like arguably a quarter of the film right there. His investment he might be done for you know, like in the mind, I don't even know that's legal, you know. But anyway, I think that's what we should have done. I think it would have done great. It would have been great for pacing. If they skipped all that, and they, you know, because you know, how all the characters know each other still makes sense, even if you cut that much out. So it's yeah, it is. That's one of the ultra changes I would have made. Oh wow, that is bloody loud. I apologise. Oh, sorry, I'll go back to the one I like. There we go. That was bloody loud. I wish someone had told me. I need you guys. You're my, you are my eyes and ears, you know? Like, you have to inform me whether the mic is too quiet or the thing's too loud, because I'm not smart enough for this stuff. I'm going to shoot a rabbit, and I feel very bad. It is a digital rabbit. Did I kill the bugger? Yes, I did. Whoa. I've leveled up. I just killed a rabbit. I'm the worst vegetarian ever. But anyway. Yes, yeah, small changes like that. The new Outlast, that's what I look forward to the most. Yes, out of all the shit coming out, it's that's the game for me. I'm more excited for that game than I was for the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Hey, King5942 says he's back and he's just finished his workout. That is cool. It's good to have a regimen, you know, for a guy that, I mean, I never work out. I mean, the most exercise I do is walking, and that's a habit I'm trying to stay in, but yeah, good for you, man. Glad you're working out. It's good, you know. Take each day as it comes. Enjoy life. Live life. Yeah, great. Good for you, man. You haven't, being brutally honest, you have not missed much other than the previous music was too loud and I didn't even realise. But let me check this current music. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you're back, King5942. Always a pleasure to have you, my friend. Yeah, you might actually be the only person here at the moment, King. Which I don't bet. You know, I do not blame. It is 11 at night in the UK, or only 3 in the afternoon US time, I believe. But you have a question. King5942 says, now back to my talk. Would you use my microseries edits for your canon edit? And are you going to include Jedi Force Ghosts in your edit? Very specific. So the first thing is, I can't reveal too much about what's happening in the edit on here, because they would be spoilers. I suppose I could answer those questions in Discord, for those that have donated, because they want to know what their money's going towards. So that's when I can, you know, be more spoiler friendly. But you know, I'll be honest with your particular questions. I will be honest. So your first thing, your edit ideas for the microseries, the cave edit you've made, I'm not sure. I actually like it very much. I do like it, but I don't know whether it's for my vision of the canon edit, if that makes sense. It's a good idea though, so I can't even knock your idea. It is like, you know, because I've seen some fan edits. Some are good, some are really lame. I actually really liked yours. It really does add like a nice modern horror edit to it. So will I use it? Maybe, maybe not. But am I definitely not going to do it? No, it's not one of those ideas that I'm just going to shut down. It's not. Who knows? There might be a compromise. I might, you know, you've given me a lot to think about with the cave edit, so perhaps, yeah, you know, perhaps I'll go another direction with it. But you know, I wouldn't have thought about it had I not seen yours. And as for Jedi Force Ghosts, let me put it to you this way: big if, but if a Force Ghost was to make an appearance, it would not be visually. It wouldn't be a visual thing. It would be an audio thing. And again, that's a big if. I don't want to say too much. It's all hypothetical and early days, but yeah, I would know. But a blue Force Ghost would not make an appearance, because there were none in the prequels, except for the except for what happened on Mortis, which makes me wonder if I wonder if I could incorporate Mortis somehow into the microseries. It's like you know, like when the episodes open and you get a flashback to all the previous episodes, like, as we continue the Clone Wars. It would be really, it would be great to see like Mortis briefly on it. Oh, so you know what? I would never have thought of that of incorporating Mortis, you know. I would never have thought of that if you hadn't asked the question about the Force Ghosts. So if I do decide to do it, it's that's thanks to you, King5942. If I do end up putting a visual of Qui-Gon in it, for instance, if, you know, from Mortis, I think, yeah, you're the founder of the feast, in a sense. What does it say? I'm playing this hunting game. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed the deer. I'm such a bad hunter. They're techno deer. It doesn't count. Ah, they're running too fast. Am I going to die if I fall off this cliff? Nope. I missed my chance. I got too excited. There's a game I'm playing called Hunter Call of the Wild, and it is fun. It is a fun game. It is free, or rather, there are 2 levels that are free, but yeah, if you want to go on a different map, you what do? You have to pay for them. It's not even that much. Like my friend at university, which it's funny, you know, I got him into this game. He's played it more than I have now, to the point where he's buying different maps so he can shoot crocodiles and such. So, you know, good for him. I'm hunting wabbit. Did you know wabbit, you know, the way Elmer first says rabbit, wabbit is a real word. It is a real word. I can't remember what it means. I only found this out yesterday. It means something to do with, I think, regret or disappointment or failure or something. But it is a damn real word. That's a fair question. First of all, I respect you respecting my opinion. You know, like that's one thing. Like I mean, this honestly, this doesn't apply to you, King5942. But sometimes, if I present an idea about the microseries or any edit, and some people don't like that, they like they sort of treat it like if I'm going to add it, it's going to ruin Star Wars for them, or like, you know, or that what I'm posting is actual canon, you know, like the official release, and it's not. So yeah, I appreciate, but when, you know, when some people just have an idea and I say, you know what, it's cool, but it's not for me, and they're cool about it, I have much more appreciation for that, big time. But you talked about your rescore edits for the microseries. Would I use it? I actually would not, for a couple reasons. First of all, again, I watched your things a week or so ago, so my memory is awful, you should know this. But if I'm remembering correctly, I think you used music from entirely different franchises, I believe, right? Like Doctor Who, was it? And something else. With my music rescores for the canon edit, I want them all to be Star Wars. There might actually be one track that is not Star Wars, but I'm kind of getting away with it because it was never... It's a John Williams track, but it was never officially released. It was never officially released by like on a soundtrack. So I feel like since it's an unreleased John Williams track that is technically present in one other film that isn't Star Wars, I feel like there's some leeway and it sounds Star Warsy. But the other stuff, the other music you use, like Doctor Who, I don't want to start incorporating different franchises. So that's my first reason, purely because I'm trying to keep it self-contained in the Star Wars saga. The other reason, and I hope you take this in the spirit it's intended, because I mean this in the most positive and pleasant way I can. The other reason I wouldn't use it is because whilst your music choices were interesting and quite cinematic, I feel like they present an alternative emotion to the scene, you know? Like, when I watch the scene with this score, it makes me feel a different reaction to, oh, that's it, I beg your pardon, it wasn't, yeah, you know what, yeah, sorry, I don't know why I said Doctor Who. I think it's because I wanted to use a Doctor Who track myself. Man of Steel, you know what, I actually love the Man of Steel soundtrack, especially is it Black and Blue? That's one of my favorites. Like, say, you know, think what you want about the film, the soundtrack was just fire. But, so I don't want to use that franchise for a Star Wars thing, because I feel like it sounds like it doesn't belong per se, at least in my version of the micro series. But the other thing is, I feel like it offers a different emotional reaction for the scene. So however they want us to feel during the scene, I feel using that music gives you a different emotive reaction, and I don't think it's the one they intended, if that makes sense. So it's cool, and I did like the music, but I think for the story I'm telling, I don't think it aligns with what I'm after. But no, you've got good taste in music, though, I'll tell you that. I really like the music. I believe it was either Hans Zimmer who did the Man of Steel soundtrack, or it was XL Junkie, who worked under Hans Zimmer on a bunch of different projects, and it's you know, so he's like his protege. It's great. But yeah, to answer that question, yeah, bluntly, I won't use those ideas. I might end up rescoring them. The new Scream, yes, I did. I forgot about that. Yes, Anakin's new Scream was it sounded more powerful. I think I've got a guy who does a very good Hayden Christensen voice, and if he is still interested, I may get him to give the Scream a go, you know. So yeah, and you know, there's nothing wrong with the original Scream, but the only reason I would change any of them is you hear the exact same scream twice. You hear him when he charges Ventress, but they cut it short, and then you hear the exact same scream again, but uninterrupted. So I would change one of them, probably the first one, or the second, or both, you know. Sip of juice. Contra German says hello, guten Tag. I don't know how to say good afternoon. King 5942 says it is Hans Zimmer on Man of Steel and Junkie XL and Hamzin on BVS. Ah, yes. So that is one of their collaborations. It's good music, though. It is good music. So yeah, I like Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman. The one. So Black and Blue That was one of my favourite tracks. I'll tell you what was cool actually. One thing I did like about Man of Steel was for the trailer, the teaser trailer. They used a Lord of the Rings score, which I thought was great. I like when music gets repurposed. They used the track called like the Bridge of Khazad Dûm from the Fellowship of the Ring, and it is, you know, obviously in the film it's about when Gandalf falls off the bridge, but yeah, it's they used it in the teaser, and that got everyone hyped as hell. Mr. Deer, come on. Please say I got it. Ah, missed. I am a bad hunter. I suck at this. Please say I at least clipped it or something. I used Shaggy's scream over Anakin's in my rescore edit. Oh, did you? I can't. I think so. That sounds familiar. I'm sorry, man. I've got such a poor memory. I'm so badly organised. It's nothing personal. I just I couldn't remember. But hey, if I reacted to it and laughed, then you know that I enjoyed it. You know. That does sound familiar. I like zoinks, man. Scoob. Actually, you know what? It reminded me of when they gave Palpatine a funny. No, sorry. They gave Luke Palpatine scream in The Empire Strikes Back for one of the special editions before they took it out. So it actually reminded me of that at the time, and things like that. Just hear my flatmate screaming. He plays video games. He plays League of Legends. Never played it before, but he goes like apeshit on the microphone every time. I don't know. I've never played it before. Is League of Legends the one with the? Is League of Legends the one where you play? Oh no, that's Rocket League I'm thinking of. I don't know what League of Legends is then. Never played that game. Never played it. I'm hunting coyotes now. I gotta hunt coyote. At night I might add. I can't see a thing on this game. I don't know why I'm hunting at night. But again, I'm nowhere near a log cabin or anything. It's gonna take me. It's gonna take me forever. Now what am I hearing? Now I'm hearing a moose's warning call. Brilliant. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, you know, like this is a fan edit channel, and I guess for some people, it's like, what do you want out of a fan edit? So, like, for me personally, if, like, when I introduce people to Star Wars, I might show them a fan edit version so they have a unique first-time viewing experience. And in a lot of ways, I might be cheating them out of what a lot of people have, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe I'm biased, but I think it's cool. Like, for instance, I never watched The Last of Us, the new TV series, right? I know it's based on a video game, but still, I haven't seen the TV series. But Crimson Mole has been tirelessly. Is that a word? Tirelessly. Yeah, I forgot. I've rediscovered a word. Yeah, he's been working endlessly on the Last of Us fan edit where he's turning it into a film, and I've watched his version and I love it, and now I never want to see the TV version because I have a unique first time experience, only experience with it. where I see The Last of Us as a film. He's done a part 1 of a feature film cut, and it's just awesome. And it's, you know, so I'm seeing it from a cinematic point of view. It's great. So I highly recommend checking that out. Crimson Mull's The Last of Us. And King5942 says, are my edits on my laptop, or am I planning on releasing... am I still planning on releasing Book of Boba Fett edit of Luke and Anakin? No, sorry, Luke and Ahsoka with Force because Anakin's mind of mine. Yeah, that is probably... I never say never, but there's a whole backlog of different of loads of edits that I'm behind on, you know. So like I've been meaning to make so many different edits that it's taken me forever. I've just spotted a bear across the ocean. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. No wonder I've seen it. Sorry, no wonder I'm getting mixed up. Yeah. Oh God, is that a bear? Yeah, it is. Come on. Clipped it. Now I've got to chase this bloody bear. I should have just snuck in closer. Yeah, I've got a bad memory, man. You know, you can chalk it up to I'm tired at uni. I have dyslexia, and I go through so many messages. I can't remember who sent what, or you know. But yeah, that's it. No, the Shaggy scream. Yeah. Yeah, so it's nothing personal. It's me. I've always had a really bad memory, and it's not just with fan edits. It's with everything. In fact, my credit card, right? It doesn't have contactless payment on it. The reason why is because I'm always bloody losing cards. Well, not actually. I haven't lost it in a while, but I used to lose cards notoriously, and then I'd have to like go through the mad panic of, you know, phoning up the bank and cancelling them. So I purposely asked for a non-contactless card, so that if I lose it, no one can like nick it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, I hadn't planned. I didn't speak to Crimson Mull in advance of this thing. Usually I do. Sometimes I pop up like, hey man, I'm going to be going live, are you free? But you know, he is an hour ahead of me, so already yeah, so it's already midnight his time, and who knows, maybe he's out, you know, he's barely he's you know, he's not really, yeah, so he's probably busy, understandably. But yeah, he's doing his own thing. But he's a good guy. He's helped me with a lot of edits, so I'm glad on the rare occasions when I can help him. So I recommend checking out his The Last of Us Part 1, because I've personally watched it. And I think it's fantastic. And if you've seen the TV show, you'll probably appreciate it more than me. And check out his channel. He does more than Star Wars. That's the other thing. My channel exclusively does Star Wars. Actually, but I do have another channel that does other fan edits, but they upload far less than this channel, to the point where I'm surprised it hasn't been terminated by YouTube. But I have another channel called Scene Tweaks, as in SCENE Tweaks, TWEAKS. And those are just, you know, fan edits to other films that aren't Star Wars. So the recent one I did was with Darth Porg. Actually, he helped me do a Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring edit. Yeah, you know, yeah, that's a good point, King 5942. I less object to Easter eggs to other films than just using material from other films. So, for instance, there are other sci-fi stuff that have made it into Star Wars. I mean, allegedly, I don't know if this is confirmed. Allegedly, you can see E.T.'s bicycle, E.T. and Elliot's bicycle in Tatooine flying behind Qui-Gon. When Qui-Gon says, no more commands from the Queen, Captain, you know, before he goes in Tatooine. But you also, obviously, you see E.T. in the Phantom Menace. And you see the space pod from 2001: A Space Odyssey. So I less object to Easter eggs of other films than I do having material from other films. So, you know, like you said, like, so yeah, the Nelvan people from Volume 2 do look like the Na'vi from Avatar. It's tricky though. It's actually tricky for that being an Easter egg because it came out before Avatar. You know what I mean? It came out in 2003, whereas Avatar's 2009, I believe. So it can't be a foreshadowing Easter egg because it happened. But I see what you mean. It does. I am actually going to do an Easter egg though to one of the Nelvans without disrupting the structure of the storyline. So I think you'll like it. In fact, I think it'll be so subtle that that you won't see it. I think I might. Once I do a director's commentary as well, I think then I'll walk people through little changes I've made and things like that. I'm still hunting this bear. Or I'm hunting the coyote. God, they keep, you know, one or the other. But yeah. So, hey, King5942, you can answer something for me. You don't have to if it's a personal question, but I'm just curious. So, you said you've just come back from doing a workout. What's your regimen? Like, what do you do? Do you work on legs, chest, everything? What, do you go to a gym? Do you just go for a run around the block? What's your story, man? What's your secret? I want to know what you do. What is this workout? I'm curious. You gassed to tell me. I want to know. For a guy who never works out, I'll find it hard to envision, but I will trust your word. There's a video on. Let's see. I'm sure that the micro series borrowed from James Cameron's Navi design. I'm sorry. Did you get my comment about your edit saved on your laptop and your Luke and Ahsoka Force Ghost edit? Did you get them? Yes, I did. I answered it, my friend. Maybe you didn't hear me, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. Yeah. So once I've released an edit, typically I delete it unless I'm going to use it again in the future. But I delete it, and Yeah, the Force Ghost edit is a great idea. I just I haven't had time to even start it, and it's not like high on the list. It's like, I mean, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll see what I can get up to this weekend. But like, yeah, yeah, I've got a whole backlist of other edits I've been meaning to make, spanning back over a year. So it's a great idea, but it's not. I wasn't planning on it anytime soon, if that makes sense. You know, Crimson Mole always gives me a hard time because whenever he looks at my laptop online to help me out with something, he'll go like, "Dude, you need to organize." I'm like, I know. He's appalled at the messiness of my laptop. So you, King5942 does he has a routine and a circuit. That's cool. So you work on your body Monday to Tuesday and a body circuit on Friday. Cool, man. Good for you. Good for you. It's good. It's good to. I don't know where I'm going with the sentence, but hey, you got more willpower than I have. You know. Good for you, man. You know, I've got a free gym in my apartment, and I just never go to it. I should really. I just don't have the. I don't have the willpower to get started. You know. Even going for a walk takes a lot out of me. My way of losing weight isn't working out. It's just eating half a meal or just one meal a day. You know. Look at this. Hello, Greedo. Is he live? Yeah, it's a live stream. Your top 10 movies of all time. Great. So yeah, I'm competing with his. I don't even. You know, I'm a big fan of Hello Greedo. I really am. But I don't know if I'm just a guy he recognizes, because I've stupidly sent him super chats before, you know, so I paid for this fucker. But like, I don't know if I in return even spur a vague interest, you know, like. I don't know if, for all I know, he might say, "Hey, how you doing, Star Wars Story?" and that's it. He may generally, and again, he doesn't owe me anything, but he may not give a shit about my channel, which is fine. But you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for one big channel to happen to stumble across my stuff. And, you know, like, and that's the breakthrough I need, you know. That is the breakthrough. I found the bear again. Oh, he's ran. Keep missing this bear, damn it. Oh, man. I am awful at this game. I'm never going to get a hunt. But anyway, yeah. So I like Hello Greedo, and you know he has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Good for him. But the effort I put into asking him questions with a super chat. I mean, it isn't all just to support him. You know, it is for selfish reasons. I'm trying to promote my channel by being a regular on his. But I don't know if it's worth it anymore. You know? Would you check out the micro-series fan edit called Star Wars Episode 2.5: The Separatist Conspiracy? I thought you would do some homework checking it out to see what to include in your edit there. I don't know if I've already seen it or not. Is it by... I forget his name. Begins with J. Is it Hibaro? Jibaro? I don't know. Or unless I'm getting it mixed up. But did this guy do a bunch of micro-series cuts into long episodes? Like, because there's a guy who's done some edits on the micro-series where Volume 1 all the way up to Anakin being knighted is hey Devon, welcome back my friend. There's someone who's done a micro, so technically speaking, somebody has already done a canon edit of the micro series. I'm not the first to attempt this. Somebody's already done it, and what's good, what's lucky for me, what's good is all he's done, and he's done a superb job, is he's just cut out the parts that don't make sense in the canon and spliced them together into like a long episode of film. And he also puts in the description when it would take place in the 3D show. That's what he's done. What I'm doing is more than cutting. I'm recoloring characters, I'm redubbing characters, I'm adding one or two elements from the 3D show. So that's the difference. His is a sort of his is a ruthless but necessary cut, you know. Oh look, there's another bear. Yes. Yes, I've spotted another bear. It's fleeing, bastard. Why does it keep running? I've not seen Your Very Own Cat. I'll have to watch that and review it, actually. Great shout. Your Very Own Cat. I'll check that out. I will check that out. So, it's a bit disconcerting that my canon edition is, you know, amongst many. But I'm hoping the scale and scope of it, you know, trying to recolor Grievous, repaint Asajj Ventress, all that. I hope that's what separates me from the rest. The bears escaped. So yeah, that's my own. In a lot of ways, even though this method is taking me longer, it is it's the only way I can. It's my swan song, you know. It's my magnum opus, I believe. This canon edit. For the channel, but I'm gonna check out these other canon, these other fan edits, and I'll review them on the Random Off Talking channel, and things. But yeah, you know, again, that's that's going on a long list of things I need to do. I'll have to, like I've said, I've been saying this throughout the stream, I'll have to hire somebody to help me cut together these videos, because I don't have time for them. Otherwise, I'd be doing them myself and putting loads of content out. You know, so it's yeah, I'll have to find Your Very Own Cat. So is it on YouTube or is it just Reddit? I'll have to check it out. Again, I've got a like to-do list really, full of edits. But there's so many edits I want to do. I've reorganized my channel, by the way. Maybe I didn't specify this last time on my last live stream. My channel is slightly better organized content-wise. Now you can
you can track my edits by going on a playlist of certain films. So if I've made any tweak to a scene in A New Hope, it'll fall into the A New Hope bracket. So I've got a playlist called The Phantom Menace edits, Attack of the Clones edits, Revenge of the Sith edits, A New Hope era edits, Empire Strikes Back era edits, Return of the Jedi era edits, and then I've got sequels, spin-offs, and anthologies, and that's basically all the Disney stuff. So if I've done an edit to Rogue One or The Force Awakens, that's all in the playlist, you know, just so it's easier for you guys to navigate. Then of course you've already got your you got the Clone Wars micro series playlist. You've got the what else? You've got the Battlefront ones. You've got the after credit edits, which is some of my favorites. My favorite edits I've ever done are these after credit edits, because they would, if I ever do an edit to the to the live action films, well, I say when I do, I will definitely put these after credit edits somewhere in them, in each of them, just to get people hyped for the next edit. Simple as. I think Star Wars should do that. And also, one thing I like about the after credit edits is that they're all audio. They're not visual. I know I'm tooting my own horn here, but it's that way. It's not even too much like Marvel. It's like just like a subtle. It's like a subtle implication. King542 says, I would address Ahsoka's first outfit right now. I like her in it, and I like her in Tales of the Jedi outfit, and I'm glad you're going to be using her first outfit from the feature film in your edit. I find her attractive in it. We're in a very, very tender topic here, because the character's a kid, so I don't know if that's like... Well, you know, it's a weird one, because George Lucas wanted her costume to show more, I guess, belly or something. I don't want her. Hey, AG, good to have you. You just woke up. Hey, good to have you, man. AG is a long-time subscriber. He's a good guy all round. In fact, I am relying on AG to help me with some other Star Wars content. So AG, you know, as your boss, you can tell me how are you getting on with the non-Star Wars content, the secret assignment that I've set you on. Any joy? Because, you know, I'm desperate, baby. Oh, hang on. Did I check out your comment on... Oh, sorry. Did you check out the comment about Darth Porg's Hayden deepfake? Yeah, Darth Porg did a Hayden deepfake? What? Let's have a look. Hang on. Darth Porg, has he done a Hayden deepfake? When? When was this? Oh, wait, are you talking about the de-aging? Are you talking about the... is that what you mean when he de-aged Hayden? And if so, where's that comment? Where is this? Are you talking about on the server? You'll have to remind me. I don't think I've seen it.
You have to clarify, my friend, where but no, as for Ahsoka's outfit, look, whatever she's wearing in the Clone Wars movie would be what she wears if the character cameos in the Mike series, because it takes place just before. So it's like it shows where we are in the timeline. With Tales of the Jedi, it's really weird. I feel like they retconned her season 1 design because I feel like they retconned it to perhaps, now that they've got better animation styles or the foresight, maybe they wished that she looked less revealing or something, because she is young. You know, she's like, what, 12, 13, 14? Damn it, I jumped instead of shooting. Yes, the de-age. Well, I'm learning multi-software, but I can add something new. You know what, man? Look, I'm just lucky to have you on board, AG. So honestly, you know, there's no deadline for these, but I do want to get out content. So even if you can just do a simplistic cutting an image out of a box for me, like, I would be forever in your debt, and of course, I would pay you for your troubles. So yeah, the Ahsoka thing, I get why she looks different in Tales of the Jedi. I think, thankfully, I don't have to worry too much about the ethics or of a skimpy skirt on her, because she'll be 2D. She'll look so, I mean, you know, she'll look microseries style. She'll look very unrealistic. You know, now if she was wearing Slave Leia's costume, then of course that's more problematic. You know, where did you write this DHing? Oh, okay. Oh, dude, if I can't remember, you know, what you showed me last week or what I said last week, there's no way I'm going to remember 9 months ago. None at all. Like, there's no chance. You know, it's my brain can barely hold information from today. There's no way that I'm going to remember 9 months. Sorry to disappoint. But that's the brutal. I suppose if you know what you could do. Oh wow! I've never hunted a duck before. You know what you could do? If you find what you've commented on it, you can reply to your own comment, and that will bring it up to today's thing. Okay, hang on. There's a duck somewhere. I'm going to hunt it. There's a duck somewhere. Why am I being quiet in real life? Like, they can't hear me. I get the appeal for hunting, but not a good enough excuse to kill an animal. That's why I do it. That's why I do it digitally instead. It's a mallet somewhere. And can you find a day to binge the Transformers movies just to know Peter Cullen and how stellar he is as Optimus Prime, just for him to be the narrator of your edit at AI? First of all, I don't think I'll ever get round to watching Transformers. I just no. I haven't got the patience for it. I'm sorry. I won't do it. I can't sit through these things. I get, you know, like, no, there's a reason why I haven't watched them up until this point, you know, and I'm unlikely to change. As for using him, I don't doubt he has an epic voice, but I already have an idea of narrations. Yeah, as for DeviantArt, I do have a personal DeviantArt, but again, it's not. It's like my Reddit account. I have a Reddit account. I have a DeviantArt. They're not for socializing or building a brand. They're there for me to reach out to people who I want to work with or hire. But that's it. I don't chat on them. I don't upload personal art or anything. So yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I have all these things that I never go on unless it's work related, you know. But yeah, DeviantArt's a good website for trying to find people who may be interested in the micro edit. And so is ArtStation, but ArtStation is way more expensive, I find. You know, like those are for your more. I would wager it's for your more professional artists, because I think it's more streamlined and things like that. Could be wrong. It's less. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's less popular than DeviantArt. I've been hunting animals all night. Not a single kill. Let's see. I'm gonna quit the map. Exit to main menu. Yeah, but yeah, I don't use DeviantArt myself, you know. Personally, my friend. Let's see. Hang on. Let me just. You know, this is one thing that my laptop there, that my internet does. It really peeves me off. Hang on, give me a second. Just turning on the lights. Yeah, one thing it does is it only tells me like one person's watching or two people, and it's bollocks, because I'm getting different comments from like King and AG, and I'm watching on my phone to check audio quality. So why is it not telling me how many people are on it? It's like it always like. Yeah, imagine I believed this, I'd be logging off. Let me have a look. What thread would it be under? By the way. What thread? Hang on. Let's see. Reddit post is it? Not Star Wars. Let me find this thing you've put. Oh, dude. AG. You know, it's not. AG, dude, you could have told me that you shared the Dooku image. I was gonna surprise people when I asked you. Why you wouldn't? AG, you should have told me. But that's my fault, because I don't check my own Discord. That's my fault. I didn't even tell you it was a secret, you know. But no, fair dues, you know. You should get credit. You know, you should. I was gonna you know, I was gonna try and surprise the masses with it as a concept, but fair enough. King, I can't find your comment. Let's see. If I one day want to give the fan project to others, I will understand, but I'll keep doing it. Not to give up.
Wait. Oh, AG, you're gonna have to remind me now. Which one? Oh, are you talking about the micro one? Because you could still have that. But I'm more interested in this non-Star Wars one because I want to get things going on this other channel. Let's see. Oh, is it the micro series? No. AG, sorry, King. I give up. I don't know where this. Comment is. Theta Tyranus. Let's see. But you know, it's not the end of the world, AG. It's all good. It's all fine. Let's see. I'm going to a different reserve. Oh, it's nighttime here. Let's see if this sucks. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, I work with lots of different people. You know, the funny thing is, when I started this this micro series, Canon Edit, I thought that I would do it all myself, and thank God, I got wise, and I learned to trust people and share, you know, share my toys because I've worked with some amazing people, both voice actors and digital artists, and you know, and I've achieved with it more than I could hope that I ever could have done alone. So I am excited for it. Yeah, I've got so many Star Wars projects I want to do, and they're just taking me forever. But one day. Oh, look at that! Bang on 12 o'clock. It is midnight. We have made it through to the next day, my time in the UK. So how about that? Let's see. Again, why is this thing telling me there's only one person watching when there's at least 3? I know, tragic, right? But no, you get my point. It's people and shit. Let's see how many people are here. How the hell does it think there's one person watching? There should be, like, I've got 2 things open just to pick. It is a weird one. I don't know. But AG, you've just woke up. What time is it? What time is it where you are? Are you in Japan or Tokyo? I can't remember. I can't remember what you said, my friend. It was one of these. Somewhere nice and Asian, which I've never been to before. Oh, once again, I'm running too quick, man. The animals, they know where I am. I can't hunt them. Keep missing. I tell you what, I am no crosshair. Let me tell you that much. You know, I've been playing Call of Duty since the first lockdown. And no matter how... I play it probably more than all my friends combined. But no matter what... Have I just killed an animal by mistake? No, it's carcass. No matter what, I don't improve. I'm just so bad at the game.
You know, I suck. I get carried every game, you know, by much better player teammates. I spotted a deer, but it's out of my sight. I will have to hunt. But yeah, AG, what if Hong Kong? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That just sounds totally racist from my part. I apologize. Hong Kong, Hong Kong. Cool, man. And what are your plans for this weekend? What are you? You know, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. I don't know how far. I don't know how far Hong Kong is from Tokyo, which I don't know if I don't even know if they're remotely close, or if you know, I don't know if that's like saying the North and South Pole, you know. But it's nice to have you because you're usually on such a different. I mean, you are on a different time zone. Like you're usually awake or going to bed, or I'm keeping you forced awake. So no, it's a nice gift that you're here, my friend. Good to have you as always. Yeah. So yeah, listen, if there's anything to take away from this live stream, it's that Star Wars Story is forgetful. Star Wars Story barely goes on his own Discord, even though he keeps telling everyone to join. In fact, I'll send a link. You should join the Discord because you'll meet other subscribers who, for whatever reason, like the content I make. So you must all have like a similar clientele. I don't go on Discord. I don't. Sorry, I don't. No, tell a lie. I don't socialize on Discord. I don't socialize on Reddit. I don't socialize on DeviantArt, despite the fact I own an account of each. You see my point? In fact, I got rid of Facebook this year as like a nice change. You know, like I'm done with Facebook. I've managed to cut it out my life, and it's at first I was a bit lost. I was kind of regretting it because I didn't realize how much I'd go on my phone and waste hours just scrolling, to look up people who I don't care about, or like haven't so it's just spying on people that I probably that I'll never speak to again, or haven't spoke to in 10 years. What's the point? It got tedious, and I was on it for the wrong reasons, and I got rid of it, and it was liberating. It felt good, and I'm not slagging off anyone who uses it or likes it, but I never wrote like a status or a post anymore. Well, everyone sees Asian and they thought they were Japanese. I know what you mean. It's the difference is though, I don't see you, do I? I've never seen your face. I just saw the font. I'm not helping. I'm just digging a hole now. But you get my point. I haven't done my homework, my friend. I'm forgetful. If you joined this live stream earlier, I could not remember what one of my subscribers had sent me a week ago because my memory's just awful. You'll have to forgive me, my friend. Good. Hong Kong. I'll try and remember that somehow. Well, I think a lot of Jackie Chan's movies were based in Hong Kong. He played this recurring character, didn't he, called Detective Lee, and they were in Hong Kong. One of my favorite Jackie Chan films actually is New Police Story. It's called. And that was a film I used to watch a lot as a kid, and it was and that actually got me into films where I would where I'd watch it with subtitles rather than watch it being dubbed. Like, I preferred the original. I don't know if it's Chinese or Mandarin that he speaks, but I preferred that to a crude English dub that's overlaid. So yeah, no, I will try and be less. What's the word? It's not racist, but what's the word when you have a bias towards someone from where they're from, not who they are. Xenophobic. I will try to be less unintentionally xenophobic. So, for example, if you don't know what xenophobic means, it would be like if I'm racist against the French, being French isn't a race, but it is a nationality. See what I mean? So yeah, there you go. If you didn't know what xenophobic means, there you go. I've taught you a word. Excellent. But yeah. But I am tired. I will go to bed soon myself. Just wait. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna wait for these sleep tablets to kick in, and then I will bid you adieu. But yeah, I'll have to check out these other Clone Wars canon edits so I can review them. But yeah, AG, I understand you got stuff going on. Like, you've got your studies for a start, haven't you? You're always when I spoke to you in January, you were right in the middle of your exams, weren't you? And things. So this project I'm at. Oh, look at that! Yes. Oh, rabbits, bunch of rabbits. Can I shoot one? Hang on. Come on. Ah, I missed the rabbits. I'm like Elmer Fudd. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So, what's the likelihood that you will be able to help me on this non-Star Wars comic project that I asked about? Because look, man, if you're busy and you're swamped, I'm not going to hold it against you. That's fine. I'll relieve you of it. But just let me know so I'm not pressuring you. If you've got better stuff you need to prioritize, if you're able to do it, because I'm looking to get started on them. You see, so I don't want to. If you can't do it, I am on MTR to go to class. What does MTR stand for? I don't know what MTR stands for, but you're learning about computer animation. That's pretty cool, man. Fantastic. Well, listen, when you graduate, I want to hire you. I want to see what you can create. I'm getting in early now, before your before your big time. This would be great. I'd love to work with you. But and also, you know what you could do? If you help me with these animated projects, these motion comics that I want to make, if you can do these could be, apart from the fact that I'll pay you, obviously, you can also use them as a show reel, a reference. You could show people, oh look, I've made this, I've made that, and yeah, man, I would give you a glowing reference. But question is, are you free for the work? Can you do it, or are you now busy? Just let me know, man, because I hate popping up and asking. Anyway, I don't mean to call you out on on here, but you know, whilst I've got you, I thought I'd ask. But hey ho. Mount Kraken. Where is Mount Kraken? Ah, okay. So here. I'm on MTR. I don't know what that stands for, and oh, sugar. Oh, shit. You've got COVID? Oh, dude, that sucks. Oh, yes. You know, oh, man, I'm so sorry to... Yeah, COVID sucks, man. It's funny, you don't hear about it much now, you know, because like everyone's like trying to move on and put it behind. But yeah, it's still out there, man. Yeah. It's... yeah, I hope you're okay. Oh, okay, that's fine. Because yeah, well, yeah. Okay, well that's what I'll do then. I'll after this live stream, I will pop up to you. Yeah, I will I'll pop up to you after this live stream, and I will yeah, I will we'll talk, man. We'll talk turkey. We will talk brass tacks. We'll see. We'll see where your future lies with the Star Wars story, corporation, empire, etc. But yeah. Yeah, it's funny. You know what? Somebody I know is very good at creating discords, and I said to her like, I don't know anything about Discord, despite the fact I have one, and she might be able to reorganize it and add like some AI to it, so it functions better and keeps track of things. But I don't know if that will ruin the flow of it, because I think at the moment people like that they can just, you know, instantly leave a message and a comment and that's it. None of these like level 2, level 3, none of that stuff. And the other thing is I can't monetize Discord for 2 reasons. First, I'm based in the UK, so I don't think they allow that yet. I think you have to be in America. But even if I, you know, even if I did like set it to America, I don't have anything to offer anyone as a reward, because like I can't even consistently show them behind the scenes editing, because sometimes I don't even get a chance to work on editing because my uni stuff. So I don't know. It's all it is tricky. But we will see. We shall see. But yeah, I got some edits in the woodwork coming out soon. One's involving Darth Vader and Rebels, even though it's funny, my channel's biggest video is the Darth Vader Blue Eye edit in Rebels. Didn't expect it to blow up. It blew up like crazy. I'm doing a different one, which is to the voice. Oh, I just accidentally fired a gun. That's probably scared off any animals in the vicinity. But yeah, it's I got a Darth Vader edit coming out. Oh, do you have what are you late for? What are you where are you going? What do you have? Because it's a Saturday now, right? So don't you have class? Do you have like a weekend class or something? But anyway, yeah, good to have you. Good to have you. I'll probably go in about 15 minutes. Truth be told, because the it is quiet in the Star Wars story front. What is going on? On American time, you know? Like I thought that's what you Americans like. You want, you know, I'm up later, damn it. Gosh darn it. Oh. There you go. There you go. But anyway, yeah, sod it. I think I'll get going. I think it's getting to that time. How long have I been live streaming today? I've been on it for you know what? I'll go in about 12 minutes. And then I've done it for a solid 3 hours. How's that for, you know? How's that for commitment? But yeah, I'd like to get into the swing of things. Again with this channel. You know, it's funny. Like this channel is probably one of the most expensive hobbies I've ever had. When I pay people for edits. I mean, don't forget, I can't monetize this channel. But someday this will all work. Somehow. The fan edit stuff isn't, but like the rest of the stuff, I don't know. I've always been a creative, you know, like as in I prefer it to working in retail or something. But yeah, I don't know, man. Once I get the right equipment and stuff, maybe then I can stream a game or you know, do something really worthy of note. But the canon edit's what I'm most excited to be working on at the moment. I think as of tomorrow when I get up, I'm gonna, I don't know, I need to get organised in every aspect of my life. But I hope you guys have had a great weekend. No, sorry, I hope you guys have had a good week and will have a great weekend. It's, you know, it's, I hope you guys are doing okay mentally and physically, but especially mentally. Life is tiring, it is exhaustive, it's tricky and it's messy and it's complicated. And sometimes when you're alone, oh cool, animation, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool, AG. I as Sheev once said, we'll look forward to your career with great interest. That sounded more like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I apologise for my bad Palpatine impression. Yeah, no. I hope you guys are doing okay. If you ever feel stressed or unproductive, or useless, or scared, or terrified, or just tired, or bored, fed up, talk to someone, man. Talk to a friend. If you don't have friends, go out and make one. It's not about having friends in the plural. It's about having just at least one, a good one, you know. someone who's not going to feel uncomfortable when you confide in them. Someone who like confides back, and it's like, oh wow, you know, it turns out, wow, I'm actually human. I'm normal. I'm not the only one who feels like this. That's the best thing I ever did. The best advice I ever followed. I just spoke to someone saying, look, I was like, look, dude, I can't really deal with your shit at the moment because I'm stressed. And then we had a long chat, and it turns out he went through similar feelings. He was the last guy I ever expected to say that, because he was like the friend I would only hang out with for fun stuff. It was never like heavy, but you know, it's funny, isn't it? Like the last person you expect to be going through hard times is, and the truth is, everyone is. Everyone does. Everyone goes through tough times. Now, for me personally, I'm doing a lot better than I did in the past, big time. But again, this is only possible because I learned to talk about it and to stop shutting up about it. You know, so I'm trying to, you know, I'm not trying to turn this all heavy or depressing or gooey, but I'm just I'm trying to normalize this kind of conversation. It doesn't have to be put on a pedestal. It doesn't have to be some big coming out party. I got friends with identity crisis who I shot that moose so many times it has to be dead now. 3 times, in fact. Come on. Let's see. But yeah, man. No organs here. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's yeah. So, my fellow Star Wars outcasts, nerds, geeks, virgins, you know, the scourge of society, future school shooters. That's a joke, by the way. I do not condone that. Fucking, you know, if you're feeling angry and you feel like that's the next logical step, get some fucking help, because you know it ain't worth it, man. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes and I'm outie. But you know, for the most part, this has been fun. I mean, let's be real. I've been talking to myself for the best part of an hour or half an hour now, but I do it for you. I do it for the 1% of you still listening whilst you're having a shit, or doing homework, or trying to sleep. And hey, if I have put you to sleep, good. At least this channel has functioned and provided a service of sorts. But yeah, it's cool, man. Maybe I should start a Twitch, not a Star Wars Twitch, but you know, just like like it's a late radio show, like, you know, King5942 had to go fix a knob on the kitchen sink. Well, you know what? We all have problems, my friend. I respect that you had stuff to do. A bit of you're the handyman of the house, I assume. Good for you, man. Fix that Kenob. But I am going in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes, because even Star Wars Story, need sleep. It's just the way these things go. AG's gone. Sorry, you somewhat can't stand whoever that guy is bothering you. I can't. I don't even remember who I'm talking about. What was I saying? Someone was bothering me. I can't even remember. See, this is how bad my memory is. I do waffle on. Who was bothering me? That's the last time going on and off on you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, my friend. I can't remember what I said. That you should, yeah, but so yeah, there's one thing to take away from this. I got the memory of a sponge. Yeah, I don't. My comment keeps going in for 15 seconds because of daytime savings. Okay, yeah, you know what? It's weird. I think whenever someone leaves a comment, whenever I say something, it takes about 15 to 30 seconds for it to even hit the internet, you know. So it's almost like I always seem to be ahead of this thing. So hungry. I need to have a can of soup and to go to bed. It's that simple. It's that sinful. But yeah, no, I didn't King 5942. I couldn't find it because I think you must have disappeared. I asked, where did you post this comment? Like, which of my Discord threads did you leave it on? Because I looked through each tab, but I couldn't see your comment. So you have to help me out there. And then I'm going to go. So, yeah, it could, you know, like, it can, this could be the last thing I check. If you could tell me which tab, if you can tell me which tab, I would be most appreciative. No, I know, dude. I was really joking about the Ahsoka stuff. I think the only reason I was saying it is because it is very easy for somebody on the internet to misunderstand what you're saying, because when you say something by text, the internet's, you know, first reaction is always like the worst thing. So, you know, it's yeah, it's you know, that's like what you've just done, clarifying. I think you need to on the internet, because everyone always assumes the worst, and I didn't. I know you by now. Do you know what I mean? Like I get what you meant, but it's still, you know, it's a very tender topic in general. It's hard to navigate the politics of these things, you know. But yeah. I might get going. Do you? If you let me know what thread. Oh, I just saw a deer then. Somewhere. Yes. Oh, it's a coyote. Yes. Been hunting this coyote for ages. Let's see. You're in luck. I may stay on a little bit longer just because I want to get this coyote. No, sorry, I'm gonna get going. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure I hope it's, yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure doing, listening to me waffle Friday night, or the Bendu night, as stars now may refer to it. But I hope you have a lovely weekend. And yeah, thank